District Conference. I personally hope that you have thus far enjoyed your time in our beloved Haiti. I hope you have felt that you have felt welcome. And if you have not done so, I want you to know we welcome you home. You're welcome to come back and to continue to enjoy the beauty of this paradise. And now to continue with our protocol, I'm going to ask Past AG Michael Terron to come forward and give us the benediction.
Almighty Father, we thank you for this day and the opportunity to be here together as Rotarians in Haiti. We thank you for Rotary and our own District 7 to 20, and in particular the beautiful people and island of Haiti. May the love you have put in our hearts, the intellect you have placed in our minds, and the resources you have put in our pockets continue to help us to do thy will. May these and the fellowship of Rotarians and friends everywhere enable us to have a successful assembly and conference. Amen.
Et maintenant, pour représenter notre cher Haïti. of America. And now, representing the flag of Rotary International. Thank you, and you may be seated.
Must.
Let us show appreciation for the commitment of the military.
Fellow Rotarians, guests, the day has arrived in which we come together in Pétionville, Haiti, to celebrate the success of this Rotary year. One of the most important moments of a Rotary District Governor's year is the annual district conference. With great satisfaction, I must tell you how happy and honored Rosa and we are to welcome you to this 44th District Conference, and to see that Rotarians from the different territories from District 7020 have come to learn more about Rotary, enjoy fellowship, and share the highlights and achievements of their clubs at this conference. After the hurricane, I told Conference Chair Caleb, so we might expect between 250, maybe 300. But we are going to move forward because we have to understand the situation that's happening. And he told me, let's have a bet. I go for 500. I said, no, I don't want for you to lose your money. He should have bet because today, Debbie told me, Robert, we have 504 registered members. From those 504 registered members, we have 200 Haitians and guests. I am so happy. As district governor of our great District 7020, it has been a privilege and an honor to have had the opportunity to lead our district and to see Rotary not only in my own country, but in all the 10 territories and 16 islands that compose our wonderful district in the Caribbean. Visiting the clubs in the different islands has been such a humbling and a rewarding experience for both Rosa and I. And as we traveled, we were touched by the warmness in which we were received and welcomed. As you all saw by pictures shared in which, since the very beginning of our pilgrimage in the north of Haiti, we were received in the historical palace of Sans Souci, a very important and historical place in which Rotarians from Cap Haïtien and Milo honored us by placing us as king and queen during their joint meeting held in the palace of Sans Souci. At that moment, Rotary was at the greatest point of history in Haiti. And as a Haitian governor, this made us proud to lead the district that will give our next Rotary president 2018-2019, Barry Racine and Esther. I want to say a special thanks to DGE Patrick Avril for working together in accepting to take office 1 year before and give DGN Delma Maduro the chance to recover from such a blow that Irma and Maria caused in their island. DG Patrick, thank you very much. Future First Lady listening, thank you also, because DG Patrick will need your support. I take this opportunity to sincerely thank His Excellency the Prime Minister, Dr. Jacques Lafontaine, to call me today, letting me know he has work to do, and he is working with the President of the Republic, so he could not attend. And you see these empty chairs because the ministerial cabinet has changed 2 days before our arrival. So they are working now, that's why we have these empty chairs. So I want to thank him. He has been a great support. I want to thank our RI President Representative John Blount, our RI President-elect Barry Racine and Esther, in spite of their multiple commitments, were able to be with us. Thank you, Barry and Esther. I want to thank my friend and brother, Conference Chairman, P.H. Caleb and Debbie. Thank you. For this conference, we have today, 23 committees working. I want to thank the Conference 2080 committees for this great job. And all the Rotarians and Rotaractors here today making this district conference possible. Thank you very much for your presence. Thank you very much, the Rotaractors, voluntary Rotaractors. Rotaractors, where are you? Please stand up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Despite all the challenges, this year has been for Rosa and I a wonderful and positive one. And it was an experience which gave us more knowledge of our region and its people. A year that will live forever in our hearts. A year where we made a long-lasting friendship. A year where the warmness by which we were received in every club and the special treatment we received will never be forgotten. Rosa and I, we thank you. We welcome you, all of you here, and wish you a great district conference in which we will work together to share experiences, knowledge, fellowship, and celebrate our accomplishments. For the moment, I declare open the conference 2018 for District 71. Thank you.
Merci.
Today, Rotary is both strong and challenged. Financially, we're doing just fine. Our organizational structure is effective. But it's difficult to provide effective support for 35,000 clubs, and we have difficult financial decisions to make. Our Rotary Foundation is consistent and it's climbing, and yet we have money sitting in bank accounts in the form of DDF where we haven't even put together great projects. Second, we're close to realizing our dream of eradicating the second disease in the history of mankind. And we continue to raise funds and create awareness for that. But at the same time, that 32-year quest of ours that has dominated our leadership and our focus and our fundraising is about to come to an end. And how do we fill that void effectively? Rotary has 1.2 million members, very stable. Others would say it's very static. And while some clubs are exploring flexibility to try and bring more value to their club operations, we still have figures that tell us that over 40% of the people that join Rotary, when polled when they leave, would not recommend that club to anybody. We're failing to deliver on the wonderful public relations public image program that is starting to come down the pipeline that was presented so effectively. And the most important thing is that we deliver on that brand, that our clubs are effective. Fourth, Rotary is in more countries and territories than ever before in our history. And yet there's agonizing over regionalism at this moment, the autonomy of clubs, and the grand necessary stature of our corporate Rotary International. What is our future? I'm confident that in the coming years, Rotary can build on the best of its past. And with the dedication of individuals like all of you and me, Rotary will continue to be a movement that positively affects life in your family, in your business, as well as in your communities. And if you think I'm too bold in saying that, let me remind you of what the beaver told the rabbit as they both sat at the bottom and looked up at the huge wall of Hoover Dam. No, the beaver said, I didn't actually build it myself, but it's based on an idea of mine. There's an ancient story told of 3 horsemen riding across the desert plains in a bright moonlit evening. They came to a small stream which the horses could easily pass, and as they reached the opposite side of the stream, they heard this strange, eerie voice in the wind that said, halt. The riders pulled up. The voice continued, dismount your horses. The 3 riders dismounted as directed. Then that eerie, hollow, weird voice directed the night riders to reach to the ground and pick up some of the pebbles alongside the stream and put them in their pockets and resume their ride. The men were puzzled by this interesting occasion. And they did as they were told. They reached down into the stream in that dark night and they picked up some pebbles and they put them in their pocket and they got back on their horses. And as they were heading out, the eerie voice once again said, "Go on your journey, and when you get to morning, you will be both happy and sad." The puzzled riders rode off for a few hours until daybreak hit. And at daybreak, they stopped to try and make some sense out of this weird instruction that they had had. And they reached into their pocket and they picked out the pebbles. And what they found were precious jewels, emeralds, rubies, sapphires, diamonds. And the voice's command made sense at that moment. They were both very happy. Happy that they had picked up the jewels, and sad that they picked up so few. Pebbles, jewels, ideas, aren't they all synonyms? Aren't they all the same? In the next 2 days, you have an unprecedented opportunity to pick up some of the jewels for yourself, some of the ideas for yourself, and put them into your life and into your Rotary Club's life. Because every gem that you pick up the rest of this week can be powerful and further the program of Rotary.